referee's asking if they're ready. I'll tell you, I'm ready. I'm rather in a good mood, I must tell you. What a card we've got. Stoner in all black. Denny, his opponent with the long pants on. Red and blue is hard to know, right? You get one shot at it. Red and blue is very tough. There's a red corner and a blue corner. I'm telling you, Stoner is in all black. His opponent, Denny Prokopos, is wearing the long pants. Don Stoner starting to work the head. Looks like Denny wants to secure an arm while on the feet. I'm curious what Denny's looking for there. He's somewhat adamant that he wants to get that overhook position and secure that arm. Generally, when an athlete is doing that on their feet, when they're trying to get a very specific tie-up, they have goals or visions of a flying technique, of a flying armbar, of a flying triangle choke, by example. Stoner seems to read that. Stoner coming back to the head. Let's see if Denny is able to secure this overhook. Make my prediction true that he's got something fancy up his sleeve. The pacing at the beginning of the match is always interesting to me. It tells me so much about the athlete's strategy. Some athletes will make a game of this sport. The game being get to overtime, get the flip of the coin, hope it goes your way. Denny pulling guard. Denny looking for a bit of a rubber guard here. Starting to work his way high. Stoner's got a couple of options from here defensively. Stoner, who is on top. You can push in. You can try to get your head by your opponent's head, or you can posture all the way up. Staying in between is where the problems come. And in between is where Stoner is at right now. Denny looked to get to the position that he sought.
Halfway.
However, is not clear on what he's planning to do with it. He worked hard to get here. He pulled this position, being the guard. Started to work his legs up and is now retreated back to the hips of his opponent, Don Stoner. All right, Denny again. Denny returns to the same rubber guard type position. I'm not clear what his offense is. I'm not clear what it is he's looking for. The rubber guard is really designed for athletes with incredible flexibility. One thing that Eddie Bravo encourages all of his students to do is to be flexible. Many coaches, all the way back to your high school days, whatever sport you played, will put you in a weight room. Eddie Bravo will put you in a stretching session. He would rather you stretch and be limber than to be muscular and be strong. I bring that to you because as we're starting to see, again, more rubber guard here from Denny. Denny making his submission underground debut. Came to us from the hometown of the great Jake Shields, San Francisco, California.
1 minute.
He trains, does Denny, with Jake Shields. He trains with Mason Fowler. And he is a black belt under the legendary Eddie Bravo. You're starting to see that. You're starting to see a real emphasis on flexibility by Denny, which you don't see a lot at this weight class. I will call these guys light heavyweights. Coming in around that 200, 205-pound mark, I will call them light heavyweights. You're noticing Don Stoner on top. Don is not able to mount a whole lot of offense from here. He has not attempted to pass guard. The reason for that isn't laziness. The reason is he's on defense. What Denny is doing right now, pulling these legs up, now both legs, makes for a vulnerable situation for Stoner. If Stoner is to extend, if Stoner is to get aggressive, that is what Denny is waiting for. So he can begin to manipulate, so he can begin to stretch. one of those arms out. Stoner is doing exactly what he needs to do from this position, and regulation time has expired. We are going to have a flip of the coin by referee Dave Hagan. We will see whose color comes up. Denny's color comes up. Denny has deferred.
So that means you get to decide what position you want.
Which means he will give the first opportunity to his opponent, Don Stoner. We do not see athletes defer very often. It's very advantageous for your color to come up. It's advantageous, most would view, to be the aggressor first. As of late, we have seen a number of athletes choose to defer, put the pressure on their opponent, start to work on escape time themselves. And that's a question. When I talk about there being a game played here, there is a real strategy as it pertains to the unified rules. Do you want to finish your opponent? Do you want to just escape and stop your opponent from finishing you? Stoner hanging on tight here. He's racking up a good 30 seconds already. This is relevant. If neither guy, okay, he's out. Denny is out. 32 seconds. Regardless of what that clock in front of you says, guys, I am told the official time was 32 seconds. Now Denny, who deferred, it was his choice. He deferred, has his selection of technique. He is going to go with armbar. Don Stoner, objective is to escape quickly. If Denny can finish him, he can secure this armbar and get a tap. Oh, he might have got it. He did. Denny.
What's up?
Prokopos
That's it. I escaped the back.
defers
I'm done. I won.
in overtime.
Hey.
Allowed his opponent to go first. Denny knew what he was doing.
I'll give you a training center.
Denny win. I'm trying to hear what he said.
This for you.
I don't know that I am any clearer on what he said than you guys at home are, but he certainly seemed excited. His strategy has worked. Kevin Keeney, please make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission in overtime round number 1 at 3 seconds. Winner by armbar, Denny Prokopos.
Thank you so much. Hey, what you love, you can achieve. If you go through a different moment in life, keep going. You go through it. All my people back home, this would never be possible without you. What we had to overcome to get here. Thank you.